Hello, good evening, welcome back to another episode of Frugal Outdoors. 2 days after I've fished, if you watched the other video, I caught that bass, last chuck, super lucky. Must have landed right on his head because it was instantaneous. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. So we're out again. I'm fishing with, where is he? There he is, he's right down there. That's Ross. And we're fishing new venue tonight, Hamstead Point. I don't know if we're actually on the point or not, but we're right by this big old slip here. Bit of a mission to get down. It's a long old walk, and there's plenty of boats in the water, which is a bit of a nightmare because we wanted to go a little bit further along, but we settled for here. Hounds. Hounds, bream, bass. That would be nice. Love something to take home for food. But yeah, I think predominantly we're looking at catching some hounds tonight. So we've got some crab, got some rag, got some squid. Yeah, I'm beat. It's a long way down. It's absolutely stunning. It's a little overcast now, which is actually quite nice because it's been about 25 to 30 degrees, I don't know. Very warm. Thursday. The Thursday before Isle of Wight festival. Very warm indeed. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get set up. I'm going to show you some footage that I've taken on the way down. And because Ross has already got 2 rods out, and I have got no rods out, and he's got the bait as well, so I need to get over there. So, see you in a sec. Alright, quickly. Trying to use the chest cam because it's got it's a little bit better camera quality than one of my phones at the moment. So I'm chucking this one out straight away. It's the first rod I got out. Ross has just chucked one out. This is the size 2s, clipped, one up, one down, single rag, and that's tipped off with a single crab leg. I'm hoping to try and pick up a bream while it's light. I want to fish one for bream until dark, so I'm going to chuck this out now. I want to chuck it out a little bit of distance. Yeah, I want to get hopefully try and get a bream straight off, and then on one rod, and then the other rod I'm going to fish for like smooth hounds and bass predominantly because it's the same bait anyway. Loads of birds working over there. Right, let's get this out, try and give it a good old launch. There we go, that'll do. Never know, it might pick up a hound on that as well. I'll just check my drag just in case. There we go. If a hound takes that, he can run with it. But like I say, I really would like a bream. Right, let's get the other rod set up. Right, and let's get this second rod out. So second rod, I'm going at the moment. It's not really defrosted, but it will defrost in there. Pulley pennel. You can see that a bit closer. Pulley pennel there, 5 ounce gripper, nice hunk of crab, half a crab. Everybody's saying these 5/0s, 6/0s, but that's a 3/0 specimen hook, so it's quite a wide gape on it, and it's super strong. So, and I've got a 3/0 on the top. Hopefully they're big enough. I have brought some 5/0s, so if I get bites and I'm not hooking up, then I'll change over and I'll put some bigger hooks on. But for a minute, I'm going to leave it at that. this one, stick over to the left. This is on the bigger rod. This is the 14-foot rod, whereas my other one's 13-foot 2. Right, let's get this out. Plop. Right, see what happens. Right, so we're in. Might be a bit of weed picked up on the first rod already, but we've kind of hit it bang on low tide. I think it might just have changed. Trying to keep an eye on the boats where they're anchored. They're facing that way, so I'm thinking that the tide has started to push in. Yeah, I got one big bait out and 2 small baits. I'm gonna get another rig set up. I've got some different lights. I do apologise if you've watched the last video when I showed off the bass. The light is right in my eyes, and my face is just a big white blob. So I have bought a different light since then. Doing away with the torches at me because it's so hard to get it to shine right so you can actually see me and what I'm doing, what I'm showing you. Yeah, so I've got bought another sight, a little rechargeable sight light, which is what I used to have, but I left it somewhere when I was fishing. And hopefully that way I can illuminate me, be able to see where the phone is, and you'll be able to see me. But anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get fish. Let's chuck out a couple of bits of chuck a bit of squid out there, hopefully. Yeah, so I got squid, like I said, I got squid tonight. I got some peeling spider crab, and I got a bunch of rag. The rag, I have to say, is spot on. Again, in my limited experience, they look great, really great. So I'm really pleased about that. So they'll be going out later. There is a possibility of getting a someone's having a go at it again. There's a possibility of getting a stingray down here. Ross is really targeting one. I'll chuck the odd big rag bait out, but I'm not that fussed. Still a little frozen, but I haven't got small squid. I've only got some big ones. So, and then, like I say, bind it on really tight. Hook's super proud. Like that. 2 of them. Let's chuck them out. Okay, first thing to notice is it's really weedy. Really weedy. I'm going to chuck both out again, but if it's like it again, I'm just going to fish one rod for a little bit. I think the tide's just turned, so second one I've thrown out is not too bad, but when I pulled both in, I mean, Christ, I thought I was going to snap the line. Very weedy to begin with. Hopefully we can fish through it. Well, the weed may have eased off. I've done another 2 casts and they were just as loaded. But I've recast and it seems to be easing a bit. I've kept them a bit closer in. Ross has kept his in real close now. Just had a real big slack line. And then it's nothing there, so he's just sitting on it at the moment waiting. Tide's definitely started pushing up. You can probably hear we're getting a few little ripples coming in now. But it's definitely a little bit of a back eddy swirly or something because boats are starting to swing on their anchor. And when the tide comes in, it should be going left to right. And it's not. It's going right to left. Yeah, so hopefully, like I say, this weed eases up. We just want to try and fish through it really because it's quite a mission to get down here. The last thing we want to do is give it another hour and then pack up and head somewhere else. I really want to try and give this a go, you know. somewhere I've wanted to fish for a while. And it's in Sea Angler. Hamstead is in the Sea Angler, as listed as a really good place for smooth hounds. And I spoke to a lot of people about it. Smooth hounds, all sorts of fish really. Smooth hounds, bass, bream. Could be getting a bite. Could be the swell. Probably the swell. But we'll keep our fingers crossed anyway. Alright, I'm going to have one more chuck, I think, with a bream rig. I don't know what the time... Oh, wow! Just saw a bass just launch itself out the water over there. You probably heard, I just saw a bass. Yeah, I'm going to chuck out one more bream rig. I think it's probably about 8 o'clock. Been fishing for maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. Maybe an hour. The sun's still out, but it's gone behind the clouds. It feels like it will fish really well. The weeds definitely eased off. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in the big rod. I'm going to chuck another bream rig. I'm going to launch that as far as I can. And then from there on in, I think I'm just going to put one multi-hook and two, so rotate, 3 rigs, a multi-hook, a running ledger and a pulley panel. And see if we can't pull something out. Yeah, mate, properly, like, came straight out the water. Right, so that's what we've got going out next. That's a pretty big bait. That's half a crab and half probably, yeah, of a big squid. Not having a sniff at the moment. Having a couple of knocks. I've had a couple of bites, but marginal. Ross has had a couple of decent knocks. But yeah, that's the next one that's going to go out. And if I can untangle it, because it's just wanted to tangle. But anyway, there we go. That, which is tangled up, is on a. Come on. What's happened here? Properly on. There we go. So yeah, so that's on a. I'd say about 4 foot of running ledger, and then about 3 foot trace with that big old lump. And I'll probably stick that maybe 40 yards. Keep it in close. I'd say nice to get a bass tonight. I did get one the other night. I'm not being greedy. I like bass. I like bream. So yeah, we'll chuck that out in a bit. Yeah.
Right, don't put that in your ears, you get the fish, I'll sort it right now.
Stop.
Who is that rod?
Yeah.
I think it might be
Not fighting.
a reenactment of what happens when I was down talking to
Don't think. I don't know. Yeah, it's not. Damn it. Oh, I missed it, man.
Oh, it is your upper rod, mate.
It is, look. Yeah, take a knot.
Somebody's taking a line on your upper rod. Yeah, it's your upper rod. I didn't feel it fighting, but it's taking 9. Feel like it? I didn't want to strike it, it's not mine.
Yeah, I don't know. Feels it's sweet. That's chase. Oh, nightmare. What a nightmare that was. Ugh. Rod just went caning over. It's all super chafed on the other reel, but can't even remember what I had on here.
I couldn't feel anything, but I could see the line.
This was just, I think this is a 2-hook flapper with rag. Oh mate, it's got some weight. Oh yeah, he's pulling. Bit of line. 2-hook.
Swimming against current.
Yeah, 2-hook flapper with single rag up the line, tipped off with the crab. Oh yeah, tipped off with the crab. Could be. Oh mate,
Well, at least you got a fish.
look at the state of that line on that other rod.
Pull those off and cut it off. It's snapped on your reel as well. There's a bit. Where's the line?
Yeah, I think it is a hound because he's going up and down. It's gone right up. He's super close.
Yeah. How you going? Where's he gone now? He's gone off that way. Being so close, you should be able to, if you walk forward, you can walk back and pull him up and do it. You got space to walk back with him? Yeah, now walk back. Yeah, just drag him up. Oh, is it Ray, is it? Oh, it's a Ray now.
Is it?
Stingray!
It's a stinger!
Stinger!
No!
You got Stingray?
No way! Wow, man!
Drag! Grab its tail. Wow, we got its tail. So it's probably £30 Stingray, isn't it?
Wow, wow, wow! I just caught a stingray.
Oh, get in, mate. You're gonna grab its tail, yeah? And then we'll sort about unhooking it. On a 2-hook flapper. I'll take a picture on the phone.
Wow! Check that out.
Your scales, you need to grab mine.
Oh yeah, I have, but yeah, grab yours if you don't mind. Wow, look at that.
Oh, I think we've got the back. Oh, get into this.
Unreal. Trying to see. So yeah, so basically, not the target, for me anyway. Unbelievable. Yeah, so I've got a rag on his tail, only because I've seen that's what other people have done. Wow, I'm blown away, man. That's mad.
Every time I say I'm targeting something, you catch it.
Wow, so that was a not a cock up really, but so you would have seen the rods just went caned over, picked the one up, which I thought it was the one that went, and it turned out it wasn't. And the line is totally knackered on it because I've chipped the ceramic on the top eye. I had drag set and everything, so, and I kicked everything in. I thought I was doing everything right, but clearly not. And then yeah, it turned out it was the other rod, and it was we thought it was a hound. It's one single rag tipped with one single crab claw on a flapper with size 1 hooks or size 2s. They're either 2s or 1s, I'm not sure. Yeah, stingray, unbelievable. Ross is targeting them. I'm not really. I'm after a bass and bream. Hence, I had the 2-hook flapper out. Yeah, unreal. So now I'm down to 1 rod because the other one is knackered, which is a bit disappointing. But hey, it's 1 rod less to pack up at the end of the night. So I'm just going to fish with 1 rod now. Need to get another bait sorted out, get it in the water. and see if we can't get something else. Stingray, unreal, unreal. Yeah, so I am standing right next to my rods from now on. Yeah, I was over chatting to Ross, and literally they just went over, and I'm gutted because I've damaged one of the eyes, but I have popped it out. I've chucked it out. Some of the line, I thought I got all the chafed line off, but there's some of it still on there. It's not out very far, so I'll see how it goes, but I may well bring it in. But yeah, Stingray, man, wow. Not expecting that. There's a lump. It's only, well, I say only, it's 16 pound. That's my biggest fish. That's my biggest ever fish. Yeah. So yeah, biggest ever fish. I know it's not very big for a stingray, not for the female, but yeah, it's big. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ross had a 14-pound undulate the other day. So now I'm up on the ray stakes. So he's keen. He's like lobbing rag out like there's no tomorrow now. Yeah, super cool. So I've chucked another couple of baits out. I've chucked a just again bit of rag tipped off with some crab legs, and then I've got a big crab bait out there, crab and squid wrap. I think what I'm going to do, because there's so many flies around and they're all in my squid, I'm probably going to opt and just use squid for the rest of the night, just to use it and get it out there, because I'm not going to take it home, not if it's full of flies. It's pretty minging. And then save the crab for another time. But yeah, man, wicked. No bites, like I say. Well, a couple of somethings, but nothing really. It's been super quiet, which is why I just left and walked over. And then yeah, boom, got one. Yeah, so hopefully I've just set that light up now. I can get it a bit further away and should be able to see where you are, and you should be able to see where I am with not too much, I'm hoping, not too much brightness. So yeah, sun's just gone properly now. It's not super dark, but it's dark enough. Yeah, hopefully it will switch on a bit. Like I say, it's been super quiet so far. Obviously it had that stingray, but I think it was more luck than judgment, but it's been really quiet. We haven't really had too many bites. Ross has had a couple of good ones. Yeah, I'm gutted about my rod though, got to be honest. So I'm going to take that straight in on Saturday, get it repaired. But yeah, we'll keep plugging away. I'll show how I bait up crab in a minute. I did have a go at doing it on the last video, which you won't see, or you will have seen by now. But I lost a lot of the footage on that, so I was a bit disappointed really. I deleted the folder before it all transferred, so some of it's gone. So I will do it again, and then may well end up seeing it twice. But anyway, it's just how I do it. It's not necessarily the right way, it's how I do it. But somebody's asked me to show them, so I shall do that. Yeah, so that's got like a 3/0 Chinook, which has got like an offset on it. So it's in line when it comes down the hook. I don't know if you can actually see that. There we go. Yeah, very simply, just find a nice soft piece of meat. Generally, probably, so because I've left some of the shell in there. There we go. So we're straight in, straight down, pull that through, pull it down a little bit. There we go, and that sticks out there, so it's nice and proud. And then the other one, the pennel hook, 1, 2, 3, whack it just in the top, pull that line a little bit so it's nice and tight, and then bind it on again. So, and that is literally it. That's how I do it. Let's say I'm using half crabs to make them go a little bit further. There we go, ready to go out. One hook at the top sticking out one way, bigger hook at the bottom sticking out the other way. and that will hopefully get us a bass or a hound. Right, so I'm going to chuck this one out now. This is on a pulley pennel, and again, this crab wrapped with a little bit of squid. That one's on a pulley, so let's get that out. Just had a knock on the crab.
Sorry?
Just had a knock on the crab. Here we go, look.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Whoa. It's a good one. He's a hound for show.
Sorry?
It's either, yeah, I reckon it's a hound.
Yeah.
It's either a hound or a bass. And it's a big old crab squid bait. Come on, buddy. Whoa, he doesn't want to come in. There he comes, come on. Oh, he's just come off. No, no, he hasn't. Whoopsie. Yeah, boy. Hell yeah.
Perfectly hit to the corner of the mouth.
Come on, buddy. There we go. Awesome. Look at that. Beauty. That's a lump. That's gonna say that's my biggest hound. My biggest hound easily. Beautiful fish. Look at that, perfectly hooked as well. Awesome. So we're just going to weigh it because it's easily my biggest by a long way. Here we go. £9.5 ounce. I'm hoping it's you can see that. £9.5 ounce. Wicked. Let's get it back in. Yeah. Wicked. So 2 PBs and a new species tonight. Oh, it's been super quiet. I mean, it's super still and quiet down here anyway. Yeah, man. Get in. Two PBs and a new species. Big old shore crab there. Yeah, it's my biggest. Come on, mate. Off you pop. There he goes, is he? Go on. Yeah, there he goes. It's just getting orientated. Yeah, off he bops. Oh wow, cool, man. Woohoo! Yeah, so I hope you can see. I've had to change the light. I don't think it was bright enough. This is some of the trouble with the filming and everything. But I'm hoping at some point I will find a sweet spot to make the viewing more enjoyable for everyone else. That'll be a £9.5 ounce. £9 half an ounce and 16.3, I think, the Stingray. So yeah, I'm doing really well. Ross just missed a real big run on a big worm bait. Was screaming off, taking line, and then just dropped it. So I think possibly could have been a bass. But it's super quiet down here. It's really nice. Definitely be back. It is a trek. And we're probably keeping all the boats up. There's loads of boats behind us, like probably 20 anchored up. But yeah, we'll keep fishing. I think it's probably about 10:30. I think high tide is in another 2 hours, so seems to be sort of picking up though, so it's good. There we go. That's the next bait that's going out. That's just a big squid on a pennel hooked, and that's got I'll put that on the running ledger. But I've got 2 crab baits out again at the minute. Ross keeps getting bites on his worm, but not hooking in. So there's definitely fish out there. Well, I've been getting a few knocks on the right hand rod. Big crab and squid bait again. It's been going a few times and then stopped, and then went a few times again and then stopped. And in the meantime, Ross has had a dogfish, so I've got a feeling it might have just been a doggy on there. But it's gone quiet again, so I am going to bring it in. I think the bait is still on there, but I've got a couple of rigs ready to go. I want to chuck that squid out, and I've changed the small flapper that I've been using. I've changed that to a 2.0. It's got 2.0 hooks clipped down, and I've loaded that up with some rag tipped to some squid. So I'm going to chuck that out as well to see if I really wanted to see if I can get a little bass or something. But any fish will be very grateful for. But yeah, let's chuck one out anyway. Getting a few bites on the whole squid, but while I wait for it to develop, got a whole sardine there. It's seen better days. It's come out with me a few times, and I totally forgot it was in one of the bags that I got out earlier, and it's totally defrosted. It's been out in the sun like for the 3 hours this evening. But I have it, so it's going to go out. Alright, right, I've just brought one rod back in. Gave it way more than the 15-20 minutes. It's gone 12:30 now, and we're running out of beach, to be honest. I could move back, but it's really time to go. I've packed one rod away, the one that I damaged. So. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for stopping in, and I just really hope you're enjoying the videos. I know there's not always fish, but then I get a session like this, and I'm super chuffed. I'm still a little bit dazed and confused, to be honest, by pulling the Stingray out. So yeah, I'm mega chuffed, and I hope everybody enjoys it. So yeah, if you do, then please do push the like icon, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please do. And until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers. I've just got a slap liner.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, something on there.
Not fighting.
No, not fighting.
Maybe it's that Kong that you were saying about.
Yeah. No head shakes at all. Before we go, I've got a 16-pound Stingray, a 9-pound smooth hound, And I don't know what that, I mean, look at that. I could put it in the palm of my hand. A little, about a 6-ounce dogfish. Very, very sweet. But it's time for it to go back in because I need to pack up.